I want to get this out the way immediately. If you're watching this video and you think that I'm going to give you some like high road, high level advice on how to run ads, and that obviously you should be running ads, that is not the truth. Okay, I don't think you should run ads if you're a normal person, a normal business owner who doesn't have a goal more than just having a small little business that's bringing them some extra revenue. If you're doing this on the side, you shouldn't be running ads. If you are just doing something small, something little, you should not be running ads. Okay, but if you want to grow a big business and a big brand, then this is the route for you. This is the only route for you, actually, because yes, word of mouth and referrals are great. Okay, but if you need that traction, if you want traction, if you want to make a multi-million-dollar company, you cannot survive with word of mouth alone. You have to run advertising. You have to get your brand out there, because that is how you're going to get traffic. In this video, I'm going to show you how I would be running ads for your company, how I've ran ads for other companies, and the entire process from getting a lead in the door to closing a lead on the back end of the entire funnel, and showing you exactly how online marketing works. And if that's not something for you, then I wouldn't even watch this video. So if you don't know who I am, my name's Steven. I make this channel for entrepreneurs and like-minded individuals to grow themselves, become better, and have a better time. So this is, let's go ahead and get into it. So there's two people I want to talk about here in this video. All right, you ready? Here we go. This is perfect. This is exactly what it is. And you're going to know immediately which one of these groups you fit in. All right. So again, this is not cookie cutter shit. I'm going to break it down to fucking psychology as to why you should or should not run ads. So winners and losers. I thought of this the other day. Oh, this is losers. It says losers. Let's fix that. The main difference between winners and losers is perspective. Okay, it's all about perspective. All right. So losers are worried about their money and their success and their time. Right. So that's one big thing here. It's money. A lot of losers are like, I gotta have money. Okay, and these are the kind of people that will take a job from anyone with a credit card and a beating heart, because they only need one of those things in order to get paid. Where the winner is more worried about their time. Okay. Again, this is all perspective. All right. So the winner is worried about money, but in a different way. Okay. The winner knows that if, say, for example, it's very simple math here. Okay. Say the winner has $100,000 that they're making a year, right? The winner is the guy that will take 10,000 of those dollars and put it into advertising. And then in return, that will create 200,000 with a proper strategy. So the winner knows that he will get results with a proper strategy. Okay, he might double or even triple or quadruple the amount of money that he makes off of this $10,000, right? The 10% of his income. The loser will say, I have $100,000 that I'm making a year. Advertising, I don't want to fucking pay for that, because what if it goes to shit? They don't spend any money, so no dollars in advertising, and they continue to stay stuck at $100,000 a year, right? Here's the thing that I didn't mention here, is that this guy didn't just spend $10,000 on advertising. He might have spent $20,000 on advertising, $30,000, $40,000 on advertising, and finally got a return, right? And then over time, he slowly started to ramp his advertising budget, spend more money, and make more money. Okay, this is how big companies scale. I've seen this with the people I work with. I've seen this with every other big company out there. Okay, the only way that these companies scale is by running advertising and not being cheap in their ad spend. Okay, and so this is the main thing I want to bring up here, is that if you do not want to spend money on advertising, you will continue to not make money in your business, right? If you do not want to put in the extra effort in order to make an ad campaign go properly and make you lucrative results, then you are going to stay in the same spot. Okay, and what does that look like? That looks like struggling to pay your rent, struggling to pay your sales team, struggling to pay your employees, struggling to get customers in the door, paying for a bunch of shit that you probably don't even need. Whereas over here, what this looks like is progressively growing the business, working on the things that move the needle forward, and enjoying your business venture instead of just sitting here in this loop. I'm not going to be able to fix that for you. Okay, I'm not going to be able to fix your beliefs at all. All right, so don't listen to me. Think about this yourself, because I may have sent you this video, or you may have seen this video on your feed, and you might have looked at this and thought, hey, I kind of fit more into this category, but I'm definitely not willing to spend money on advertising. Okay, you are going to lose. It takes time, it takes energy, it takes money. And would you rather have more time or money in the end? Seriously, think about it, right? Would you rather have $100 million and be 65 years old, or would you rather have $50 million and be 25 years old, right? There's a big difference, because you have your time and you have your energy. And so a lot of these big entrepreneurs know that their time is valuable. And so they're willing to spend whatever it takes to get the right results within their business, right? This is what my clients do. This is what my friends' clients do. This is what big businesses do. A lot of people, though, get scared because, that $2,000 check rolled in from Facebook advertising and they only got a job or two and they didn't really get much results. And so they get upset and they quit. That happens a lot. And if that's you, do not run ads. That's the point I'm trying to get across with this model here. So the first thing, here are my recommendations, by the way, I'm just going to write these very quickly, is to know that it's going to take time. Like I said before, you're going to have to spend some time. You're going to have to spend some energy into this. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. If you're going to run paid ads, if you're going to work with an agency, it's not going to be, 7 days, this agency pulls this miracle out of its ass. Nobody is going to do that. No one. The best agencies in the space, even down to the worst agencies to the best agencies in the space, nobody is going to get you results in 24 hours. That's just not going to happen. To run a really good paid advertising strategy, there's no agency out there. There's no magic pill you can take. There's no person, okay? You have to put money into optimizing the stuff. You have to put time into it, and it's going to be hard. Second thing is that you have to spend money. My recommendation, 10% of what you're making, right? But I'm already making $10 million a year. I'm not going to spend $1 million on advertising. Well, where do you want to go? Do you want to make it to $100 million a year? Or do you want to be stuck at 10 million? Like, what do you want to do? Right? I've had this before as an objection handle. People will say, "Oh, but I don't want to spend 10%. That's $100,000." Yeah, you think Coca-Cola spends less than $100,000? You think they spend $100,000? In order to beat your competition in the Facebook auction, you have to spend more money, and you have to have better creatives than them. The third thing is to optimize and to try again. Try things over and over and over again. Okay, when I start testing with ads, I will have literally 16 ads or 12 ads that I go and throw at the wall and see what sticks. Okay, 12 ads. This one, and this one did well. Okay, now I'll make variations of those, and I'll go to 9 with here are my original ones, and then I'll make 3 more or 2 more variations of the original ones and see which ones stick of those. And sure enough, we have this one and this one, and then we take those 2 and we keep optimizing and testing until we come down to a proven 2 or 3 ads that work so fucking good that everyone is going to buy. And what does that take? That takes a good offer, that takes a good creative, and that takes the right audience. Okay, if you have the right audience with the right message, with the right offer in front of the right people, you're going to close sales. That's what this is about. All right, so understand that. Those are the things you need to understand. I don't really want to yap on forever in this video, so I'm going to make it kind of short. I'm going to show you the process of running ads, and so you can take this into your business and, yeah, do what you want with it. All right, this is my strategy. This is exactly how I would approach advertising if I were you, if you had never done it before. So first thing I want you to understand is that this is the top of the funnel right here. This is tofu. This is tofu. This is the middle of the funnel. Not mofo, like in mofu. And this is the bottom of the funnel, mofu. Now, different advertising campaigns go for different parts of the funnel. All right. Very rarely in business will you see a funnel where a customer comes into the funnel, goes straight down, and becomes a sale every single time. I think this is something that's very wrong. A lot of people try to optimize for this. It can happen, but it's not the best way to run advertising, right? Because odds are most people are going to tell you to go fuck yourself within the first 15 minutes of seeing your ad or whatever. So if you want to do this right, you need to hit these people properly. You need to make things go the way that would get you good results. So first thing I would do in this awareness part is I'd make a Facebook ad. All right, what does that ad need to look like? Figure it the fuck out. Seriously. Like, you know what looks good. And you shouldn't have to watch a video on YouTube or on Instagram or whatever where people say, these are what you need to put in your ad in order for it to look good. If you look at your ad and think that you probably wouldn't buy that thing, then most people probably wouldn't buy that thing either, okay? Look at it from the perspective of your client and think, would my client buy this? Would I buy this? Why would I buy this? Ask yourself questions. You shouldn't, I'm not going to sit here and tell you what kind of ad looks good because you know what kind of ad looks good, right? And your ad probably looks like shit. And you might sit here on your high horse with your ego and say, my ad looks great and I'm the best. When in reality, nobody wants your shit and your ad sucks. So make a good ad. It's the first step. So make a very good ad that gets people, right? With an offer that is fucking bulletproof. That people will be like, yeah, I obviously have to buy that thing. Okay? That is the awareness part of the funnel. All right, now I'm actually going to redraw this and just put this little ad right here. All right, so now they saw your ad. They come to the middle of the funnel to either your website page. So I'm just going to write this, your website or your funnel, or or maybe a call, right? Or a call with your team, right? Some form of connection with the team. Now the conversion happens when you actually make the sale. And the loyalty, this is what's most important here to understand, is this is referrals plus upsells. This is where you get people to buy a fuck ton of shit. This is where your lifetime value changes. And I think people try to cut their funnel right here and think, well, I just made the sale. That's completely great and everything's fine. But in reality, you should look at these old customers and think, how can I continue to monetize that audience that I have? Because say, for example, you have 1,000 people come in here and then 100 people come in here and 10 people come here and you close 10 fucking jobs a month over a year. That's 120 people. Now imagine if those 120 people, every single one of them bought a $50 thing afterwards, right? How much more money you'd be making, or how much more your business would be providing for the market that you're in, right? And so this actually increases your lifetime value, all right? And this upsell is with more advertising, okay? This seems brutal, but you shouldn't leave people alone until they opt out or say no. That's it. My strategy here, and this is what I do for my clients, is that we run ads, okay? We run ads to generate awareness. And then after that, we send people to a call, and then we sell them, and then we send them upsells and referrals. We try to get referrals from them, right? This can be in the way that we do it is an SMS saying, hey, can you leave a review? And if you do, or if you, do you know anyone, let me rephrase that. It's, would anyone that you know use this service too? It's a different way of phrasing it. Instead of saying, do you know anyone? Because do you know anyone is like, yeah, I do, or no, I don't, and you move on. But if you say, who do you know that would benefit from this? They can give you specific names, right? It's just a little change in the way you speak. Send them an SMS. Hey, if you refer 3 of your buddies, we will give you an Amazon gift card, or we'll put you in an Amazon gift card raffle, right? Most people won't do that because they're not willing to spend money on an Amazon gift card. This is why I mentioned at the beginning of this video, if you want to fucking win, you got to do the shit that's required to win. So if that means pay every single person, give every single one of them a $50 Amazon gift card because they referred you 3 of their buddies, then that's what that means, right? So referrals, upsell, ads. This is a retargeting ad. Say you run a Shopify store. Somebody comes in, they buy your t-shirt, and then at the end, after they buy the t-shirt, there should be a bump product that's like, hey, do you want this pair of shorts? And if they don't buy the shorts, then we send them back. We retarget them in advertising on Facebook or on Instagram or whatever that says, hey, do you want these shorts? These shorts are pretty sick. I saw you visit the store. Come check this stuff out, right? You don't want to be clingy and annoying with it. You don't want to be like, hey, buy my stuff. If you were walking to the Apple store and you picked up a phone and looked at it for 2 seconds and put it down, would you want a salesman to follow you around the store and ask you, when are you going to, you forgot to buy your phone? You forgot to buy your phone? You forgot to buy your phone? You tell that guy to go fuck himself, right? You got to be a little bit more casual than that. So don't be like too in their face, but just be cordial enough and say, hey, I know you like this thing. You're a part of the family now. If you want anything else, come check it out whenever you'd like, right? Now, there's a lot that's involved with this, you know? We're kind of covering surface level stuff, but say, for example, during the consideration phase, we send them to a CRM that sends them text messages and emails and automations that reminds them that you fucking exist, right? If they cancel the call, again, people will hop out at any time. So say they saw your ad, they go to your website, they saw your shit, and then they need to hop on a call, but they canceled the appointment because they couldn't make it on time, and then they never rescheduled. So we send these people right here, the people that canceled, an SMS, right? Or a nurture sequence, which I have a video on my page on creating a nurture sequence for your CRM. And if you want help with that, click the link in the description. I can make these nurture sequences for you, or you can watch that video and take my free snapshot with all the nurture sequences inside of it for this kind of shit, right? Maybe you have a shitty sales team, so you need to make sales scripts, and there's things you need to do, right? It's not just like we run ad and we put money to it, and so people are going to come over here and they're going to buy. That's not how that works, right? There's many parts of this where people will hop into your funnel, consider it, decide they don't want it right now, I don't have the money right now, and they'll fuck off. And what happens is you have about 100, 200, 300 of these people fuck off every single week, and you think that, oh, we're not making enough sales. All you have to do is redirect these people with a retargeting ad back to the top of your funnel. But people won't do that. A lot of companies, a lot of these loser people that I was talking about will not do that. All right, so do you want to be a winner or do you want to be a loser? Maybe right now in your business, you have a funnel with steps in order for people to buy your product. And 50% of the traffic fucks off of those steps. And then you wonder why you're not making enough money. Maybe you have a small ad budget that if you just raised it a little bit, you'd be making more money. If you're making $100,000 off of $10,000 every single time you spend $10,000, then if you spend $20,000, you'll be making $200,000. It's very simple math. That is how you grow. That is how you push the needle forward. You do things like this. We're in an online world, okay? And in order to close customers, you're going to have to run ads. You're going to have to be in their face. You're going to have to get them to remember you because people have low commitment spans in this day and age. All right? This is a big process. This is a lot to do. I'm going to be honest. If you don't want to do this shit, if you think it's going to take too much time, you don't want to hire someone in your company to do it, just click the link in the description and I will take care of this for you because I do this for a bunch of people and I get them really good results. That's the video. Click the link if you want help.